All right, everybody, how's it going? Welcome. It is week 4 in August of 2019, and because it's week 4, that means it is officially pay-per-view week here in Hawkeye Pro Wrestling. We'll have, of course, our normal weekly shows of Adrenaline and Breakout, and then, of course, it is After Dark this month, the final pay-per-view before we get to Anniversary 4. Next month it's gonna be big. I'm sure it's gonna take a while, and people are still gonna be wondering why the hell I'm booking 5-hour pay-per-views. But it's just a little special thing for Anniversary. It'll be probably close to that maybe for After Dark. We'll see what happens there. But at the very least, I know as far as Anniversary is concerned, we had a couple of matches that we've already stated. Let me look back in the pre-booking to make sure that I've put it in here. So three matches officially. Alex Reynolds versus Shane Hollister, which is technically still in the air with the pay-per-view coming up, but I finally did make the graphics for it. Of course, we have the Revolution versus Shimmer and Shine 6-woman tag grudge match. For one night only, Portia Perez coming out of retirement to team with Madison Eagles and Nicole Matthews. She's now been relieved as the assistant to the general manager or commissioner of Breakout, and they will be facing the Revolution, who are looking for absolute revenge. And then, of course, we have Mio Shirai and Kana teaming up one more time. I don't think they've done it in several years, and they'll be teaming up against Io Shirai and Mayu Iwatani. Mio Shirai also coming out of retirement for one night only as well. And that is what we have lined up officially. And I will move over here, and we will get that go ahead and started. I know that there's gonna be some things I'm gonna have to remember to do before the pay-per-view. Otherwise, I'm already gonna be weird with stuff. I'm gonna be weird with the way I book things. So I'm gonna have to remind myself, hey, there's a talent trade I need to make before the pay-per-view. Why is that child on the right fighting 3 adults? She just, it's. I think she's only a couple years younger than Io, but she's like 25. She looks very young, and that's maybe one of the more flattering pictures of Mayu. Let me see here. Anything? Oh no, we didn't get Scott Stanford. Wait, wasn't he for some reason didn't he get he got 2018 Announcer of the Year last year? Because for some reason he's got like a 96 announcing. I don't remember him being that good. Haruko's the 90. That was flattering, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna get into like the looks of people. I'm just gonna say Mayu Iwatani has an interesting look. The sort of look that is like, I don't know. It takes a little bit. I don't know. You could just Google her. Google image search, and you'd be like, okay. You might see she's a fantastic wrestler. You can't take that away from her. She's a fantastic wrestler. What was her name in A League of Their Own? Christ, the character. Oh shit. See, now I want to find that now. Let's see. IMDb. Was it like Marla Hooch? Yeah, Marla Hooch. Where they're going through like all the women in where they're going through like all the women in on the team, and then it goes over. It's like, and it's Marla, and it's like this really wide shot of Marla Hooch, and they're just like, and second baseman Marla Hooch, what a hitter! It's like, oh, that's. and here's Mayu Iwatani. What a wrestler! But that's not really fair to Mayu. But I don't know. She's not. You know, there's. I'll just leave it alone. How about that? I'll just leave it alone. We are on Wednesday. Adrenaline. All right, I gotta make sure I got some stuff in here. I already know like one of the first things I want to do is an angle. I already know how I want to open the show, and I figured I should do that right now. Let's see. You're bad with trying to make this not sound like an insult. Hey, it's really one of those things that, because she's not like ugly. She's just not like, she's not Io or Kairi. It's like you can't compare her to some of the higher up, the higher tier girls that she surrounds herself with. All right. So I already know exactly how I want to start this. Let's see. Ray with Jericho. Let me see. Ray with Jericho in his office. Let's see. Jericho says he made some calls. Shows his phone. Ray agrees it would be to a match. I'll just leave it at that, and then I'll say I'll leave it at the rest of it there. Because of course the idea that when we talked about Jericho said that he was going to deal with the Kenny Omega thing. The Kenny Omega thing, that's how we're going to do it. So the basis of it is that Brother Ray decides, yes, Chris Jericho has brought him something worthy of giving his team a chance in the tag team tournament. I think. Let me see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think what I was actually going to do is I was going to make them. I should actually. Oh, you know what? I've already got an idea here. Let's do Revolt as a part of this. Let's do Hawkeye and Hero. Yeah. There we go. Los Ingobernables versus... Whoops. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. There we go. Revolt. Hawkeye and Hero. So, yeah, the basis of it is that we don't know what Chris Jericho has just shown Brother Ray. But Brother Ray liked what Chris Jericho had shown him after he made a couple of calls. And so he's decided to let Los Ingobernables perform and be in potentially the tag tournament. I think we could actually make this work out really well. Let's do... Let me see the stamina here. The stamina is actually pretty good amongst all of them. Yeah. I don't know why I would like Chris Hero has like 85 stamina, but I know he's wrestled like 90 minutes before. He's wrestled like 90-minute matches before. Let's go 18. We won't slow build it though. We'll just have them go at one another. And then let's give the win to Sonata because I think he needs it a lot more than Hiromu. Open the match. Don't go all out. Just wrestle at a regular pace. I don't want to worry too much about psychology, because I think some of them are sort of lacking it. Yeah, Sonata probably is going to need... Let me see this. Yeah, Sonata could use a bump compared to the... I mean, yeah. I guess it doesn't matter between either one of them who's going to take the fall. But I think that's about all I want, besides a decisive winner. There we go. No real fuckery on this behalf. Oh, I guess I should put spot in the... Whoops. 4-way tag. There we go. All right, so that will give us our 4th team officially there. And then, oh man, dude, there's a lot of angles going into this. It's gonna be interesting when it comes to some of the matches I gotta put together. Let's give. You know what? I'm gonna give. Let me see some of the matches I got in the next couple of weeks to put on. Okay. Let's do... You know what I'll do? I'll do Pete Dunne. And we'll bring out Father Kingston. I think that'll be interesting to see. How long do you think they could be? Let's see here. 85. Wow, he's got some... incredible psychology. I feel like it wasn't like that too long ago. Okay, he was still pretty good, but he's vastly improved over the last year. Is this all I'm playing tonight? I'm not sure. I guess it kind of depends. Because it's a pay-per-view night, this is probably going to take like 3.5, 4 hours. So, like, I kind of plan on college hoops, but, like, if it becomes a thing where, I'm not feeling it after the pay-per-view, which, like I said, is probably going to take me a little while to do, I might not. I might wait till... I might do something tomorrow, because usually what I have tomorrow, hanging out with a friend, he's not going to be around, so, let's see, 24-hour stream. Oh my god. Please spare me. You know what? I bet you they could go full throttle for 16 minutes. 83 stam, 79 stam. Okay, how about like 15? 15 is really who needs friends and you have the internet. Who should get the win? Let's go Pete Dunne. I mean, I guess Kingston could probably use the win in comparison, but we'll give it to Dunne. I want Dunne to have a little bit of momentum going into the next few weeks. Open match. Yeah, go all out. Let's see what happens. And a decisive win. We'll do that, and then probably something with the tag champs. Let's see. We'll actually have them out there doing something. Let's have the Time Splitters in a match. Oh, who should they face? Let's see. The Briscoes, Gallows and Anderson. Let's see, Bucks, Vice. Not the Wolves again. I think they face each other enough times. We could probably throw together a couple. Oh, you know what? Let's throw together a couple of guys from day one. How about that? That sounds like it's probably a good idea. We can do. Oh man, Matt Cage and either Alpha Jr. or Cody Hall. Every one of them. Is Alpha Jr. really a mid-card guy? I guess there's some comparison to be made. Who knows? Even though you suggested, it's probably torture for everyone involved. Afa or Cody? It could be Juice too, but I feel like both these guys could probably use a bump from that. Let's use Cody. Matt Cage and Cody Hall. And then we can give them some time, I think. I think Cody Hall's really bumped up his psychology, yeah. We'll try to call this one in the ring. I think it would work out. We'll give it 18. Shelly will get Shelly will get the win. I don't want the tag champs losing right now. Open match, I guess. Maybe not open match. Let's have him call it in the ring and slow build it and decisive win. Maybe not a decisive win. Yeah, well, because I know I kind of want to use... Yeah, let's use a tainted win. And I'll have distraction with, let's see, Cody Hall by... let's do Robert Roode. Actually, no. Let's do it to Matt Cage by Robert Roode. That makes the most sense. And Matt Cage can take the fall. And that actually helps build the Cage-Roode match at the pay-per-view. Yeah. Tag titles don't need to be on the line. Okay, so we're at one more match. Let me see here. I don't know if I want to do anything with Devitt and Shibata right now since they're fighting this weekend. So we did Rude Cage. Let's do... I guess we could do Shane and Tozawa. Actually, I could see that. I think that actually... Okay. I've got a possibility then. Because we want to put Shane Hollister through the ringer here. And we're going to continue that. And we're going to do that tonight. And we'll do Brother Ray. You know what? I feel like putting this through a little bit extra oomph. Putting an extra oomph behind this. Maybe it doesn't have to be brawl-based, but let's just see a regular match that might not be like that. I quit, ladder, last man standing. Item on a pole. I wish I guess a tables match would be good, but I mean, where is a table? Is there not a tables match on here? There's no tables match on here. I might just make that then. How in God's name has this been put in here and there's not one tables match? That feels really weird to think about. Let me I guess I'll create it. Let's see. 1v1. I want to make it in the same way. Let me see here. Tables. Match name. Tables. Let's see. I want to like make it. I want to push it in. I want to make it. Let's see. All right. So we'll do. We'll create a match type through this. So let's see. Tables. How is there not a tables match? Hardcore rules apply. First one to be put through through a table is the loser. There you go. Match prestige. Let's go low. Maybe average. Match setup definitely has tables. You can use other weapons too. Why not? See, table break. It's pretty much the only way to win. Match held in the ring. 1 fall. Average? I mean, going through a table really isn't that bad. So we'll do low. Because if an I Quit match is average, I mean, an injury risk, like the injury and contact risk for just a tables match has got to be low. So, yeah, I think everything else is pretty much good to go. Tables and weapons. There we go. That's so weird. So, yeah, we'll put him through the ringer tonight. Brother Ray versus Shane Hollister. And table smash. Oh, my God. God help me, man. What am I doing? Tables match. There you go. All right, how long could you potentially go? Oh, boy. Not long. Not long is what I see. Let's go, say 13, I guess. You guys could probably call this one in the ring. Mick. Let's hope that this works. Shane Hollister getting the victory here. We'll do an open match, call it in the ring, and we'll do a decisive win. And I want to say it has something to do with Brother Ray. Okay, so Dunn has been used. It would be, duh. Alex Reynolds. Champion. Champion doesn't have to wrestle that much. So let's have him out here to help try to put Shane Hollister through the ringer. But Brother Ray gets the worst end of the stick there, and I think I can work with that. All right, so Los Ingobernables versus Revolt. Let's build around what would be the last thing here. All right, so that's Hawkeye and Hero. I guess it'd be, let's see, Johnny Hawkeye, Chris Hero. Let's have Matt Cage and Juice Robinson out there. The others, not as much. So they're selling their loss. There's entertainment aspect here. I think, yeah, he can talk. And I think Cage can talk too. All right, Cage can talk less, but that's fine. Let's see. Post-match. Cage and Juice. Insult. Let's see. Hawkeye and Hero for their loss. Let's see. I was gonna say something about like they don't belong here and go back to Hulkamania, but I feel like there's some weird connotations besides just wrestling that would be showcased there if I were to tell them that. These damn Hulkamaniacs. These damn Hulkamania wrestlers coming into our promotion, stealing our TV time. I just don't think that'd probably work as well as one would probably want it to. Let's see. Plan on a win at After Dark. So they could plug the After Dark matches as well. About 3 minutes, I think, would be enough on there. So kind of neutral there. Minor success kind of builds them up a little bit. Puts them up like that. And then we have Pete Dunne and Father Kingston. So let's put Pete Dunne and Prince Devitt, who have zero chemistry with each other, in a match. But that's fine because we don't use them that much. I want to keep giving Pete Dunne the mic because he's right on the cusp, as is Devitt, right on the cusp of... they're both right on the cusp of being able to be like successful at talking. So, Dunne and Devitt discuss the OT ladder match. Both plan on getting in, and let's see, have their own reasons. Let's see, both plan on getting in and winning the world title. We'll just leave it at that then. Let's see, just about 3 minutes, I'd say. We'll make it a minor just so that it doesn't... I think that'll probably be good. Let's do... Let's see. Pete Dunne, Prince Devitt, and Father Kingston, and then we'll bring in Katsuyori Shibata. See if there's anything else. Do I just want it to be Shibata? No, okay. How about we bring in Sami Sabay? I have an idea for that then. Dunne and Devitt continue to assault Kingston. Shibata and Sabay in for save. There we go. And then 3 minutes on that. You do selling, and then I guess it's more overness than anything. I don't know how smart of an idea that is. Yeah, I guess that would be the best idea. Maybe not the best for Sammy, but it'll be fine. So minor successes there. He's going to take an injury risk, just a small one. Put that up in there. That's a post-match. Oh, time splitters. Let's see. So we're going to need something. Okay, so they're actually in the building tonight. So Shelly and Kushida wouldn't have a thing, but let's see here. What could they say about Los Ingobernables that wouldn't be horribly racist? Or that would just be their shtick. To just be horribly racist. Do I want to do that? I don't know. I mean, to be fair, we put Gail Kim in a mask and called her Mayo Iwatani at some point. Does it really mean that much if I didn't at least keep the tradition of doing horrible things? Oh my God. All right. Time splitters out. Let's see. They are wearing kimonos and insult Los want to have them insult Tranquilo, but I have no idea exactly how I want to do that. Let's see. Let's see. Insult Tranquilo, since they are Japanese and it's since it's a Spanish word. Why not? 5-minute 5-minute tirade before Cage and Hall come out. And then, of course, we have Matt Cage, Cody Hall. I think Adam Cole, since Robert Roode was already out there, I think Adam Cole will be out there with Robert Roode. Let's see here. So this is like the go home to a pay-per-view where there's a couple of big matches on there. We might as well have the whole troops out there for this. So Juice and Alpha Jr. And with Cole and Rude, you need Johnny Hawkeye and you need Chris Hero. All right, so there's just a big brawl here. Post-match brawl between, let's see, Revolt and Day One. Eventually broken up by security. There we go. I'd like the idea if I just went full TNA again, where it's just like a gigantic brawl all around the place. Yeah, I'll give it like 6 minutes to like really set it in. Give it a little bit of time to I think 6 minutes is probably good. It gives it a little bit of time to what is it? I was gonna say ferment, like as if we're making wine out of our wrestling angles. It's like we just needed to sit there. Brother Ray, Shane Hollister. I feel like I should do something earlier in the day, earlier in the show between Ray and Hollister. Let's do that. Brother Ray, Alex Reynolds, Shane Hollister. No, not selling. Entertainment. Here we go. In fact, I think I actually... Whoops. I don't want to do that. Let's do... All right. Hang on. Alex Reynolds, Shane Hollister. It'll just be those two. All right. Shane confronts Alex backstage, who informs him he is facing Brother Ray in tables match tonight. There we go. So, like a little thing between them in there, and also brings home the idea that, hey, this is the main event. We'll make that, we'll put that up this way. So there's plenty of time to kind of, plenty of time to do that. Let's see, Brother Ray. Ray out for match. Let's see. Ray pre-match promo says Shane is not the future of HPW, and the best anniversary main event would be And, well, let me see. Shane is not the future of Hawkeye Pro and wants to ensure Tozawa's win for best. Let me see this. Ensure. Let's just do that for best main event. We'll just put it like that then. There you go. A good 6 minutes before the match actually happens. Builds that up right there. All right, Brother Ray, Shane Hollister. So, with Alex Reynolds interfering, gets Brother Ray put through a table. Shane Hollister has survived again, but we'll have to. I feel like this would be. Actually, I think. Yeah, let's do Akira Tozawa, Shane Hollister, none. There we go. I'd say a low risk, neutral, minor success. Alex tends to Ray. Shane celebrate. Shane celebration cut short by Akira, who beat down and put through table with senton. There we go. All right, so now we have it there. I guess, yeah, Alex Reynolds and Brother Ray would technically be on there too. Ray's selling. Is his selling any good? I just realized that his selling's okay. Reynolds, I guess it would be more his acting. I don't know if that's a good idea. We could do his. He's not really selling anything, so I guess it's his acting. Let's just do that, and then that'll be the end shot. The end shot of Shane Hollister broken through a table by Tozawa, leading to their match. And there's still a couple more places I can put some stuff. Let's see. A couple of bits here. Let me see. We had that stuff. We can have a couple of other teams. You know what I should do? I'm going to do... We need to have a little bit of a thing here. Okay, so we got Brother Ray, and we need to have the Kenny Omega deal. Actually, okay, so I think I know exactly how I want to start this first. So we'll do Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson. Oh, Mayo Iwatani. God damn it. Matt, oh my God, where is he at? Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson. Should they come into the middle of anything? Nah. How about... Oh, let's see here. How about Tama Tonga? All right, so I've got an idea with this. So, selling. Okay. Tama entrance cut off by the Elite, where Bucks beat on Tama as Kenny demands his rightful main event. His rightful main event. We'll just put ME then. How about that? There we go. Rightful main event spot. All right. And that'll be like, let's see. Tama Tonga comes out. Got about a minute. Bucks start beating down on him with Omega. They kind of hold Tama hostage. It's probably another 2 minutes. So that's 3 minutes. So it's probably a good at least 2 minutes before Omega even goes off on a tirade. He'd go about maybe 3 minutes on the mic. So it's a decent success here between them. Tama Tonga gets a low injury risk on this one. Let's see here. Where should that go? It should go maybe right about here. Okay, so then with that, why is there a yellow? Oh, I don't think I did a storytelling match. I don't know if the main event's the one I want to do for that, though. I bet you this would be the one. Let's do that. Let's have this one be the storytelling match. There we go. So then we need also, let's see, Brother Ray. Oh, wait, no. Let's do Chris Jericho out there then with Kenny Omega. Entertainment. Jericho out. He made some calls, and if Omega wants a fight, oh man, I don't know how to word this right now. Let's see. Jericho out. Made an agreement with Ray for anniversary. Made an agreement with Ray for anniversary. Omega will get to prove he is the best with a... Oh my god. Prove he's best with match. Just enough space. Look at that. So about 5 minutes to kind of drive home that point. And we'll just leave it there. We'll just leave it as is with that. And oh man, let me see here. I feel like there's something big I'm forgetting. Probably. We should do... Oh, Angle Joe. Jesus Christ, I forgot about Angle Joe. Let's do... All right, so Joe's... I'm going to say Joe's not here. Let's do... Actually, you know what would be great? Let's have Shawn Michaels do a sit-down. Out of all the people to sit down with him for something, this has got to be the one. HBK sit down with Angle as he discusses his retirement and how he plans to punish Joe one last time. There we go. 4 minutes, I guess. Yeah, 4 minutes. I'd say that's as good of an idea as possible. We'll move that right about there, I'd say. And that puts a little bit of something in between every little pre and post angle. And I think we're good. 125 minutes. I think I've gotten everything I need to at this point. So, all right. Adrenaline. It is time for Adrenaline. Where the hell are we at, by the way? Cintas Center in Ohio. I assume that's the Great Lakes. Ohio. Cintas Center. Wow, 10,000 people. I feel like that's a legit arena. It probably houses something like decent. Let's see, Cintas Center for Xavier University. Okay, it's like a 10,000 seater with like a fairly legit name to it. Sounded like it was something Okay. That makes sense. Perfect. All right, let's call it good. All right, we start off the show, and Chris Jericho is in Brother Ray's office, and Chris Jericho is basically talking to Brother Ray, and said that, hey, about last week, I made some phone calls, I got some stuff done, and in order to deal with Kenny Omega's problems, this is what I have. He looks. He shows his cell phone to show maybe the calls he made and the people he talked to, and Ray agrees that that's a fantastic idea, and that okay, you brought me something good, you brought me a solid idea, and I'll set up a match for Anniversary, and basically he asked Jericho. When can we have the face to face? And Jericho says at After Dark there will be a face to face. So I will at least set that up as an angle. Now it's a freestyle angle, so it doesn't mean much of anything here, but let's see. I'm just putting this for the sake of it. Not really going to mean much. So, Kenny Omega's Anniversary for opponent. Let's see. Kenny Omega face-to-face with his Anniversary for opponent at After Dark. There you go. So a little bit of something there set up for the pay-per-view. We'll have that there. Opening match of the night after, of course, Brother Ray agreed to that. He says, all right, your Los Ingobernables are in, but they got to fight right now. And that's what we get. We get Los Ingobernables, Sonata and Hiromu Takahashi against Johnny Hawkeye and Chris Hero from Revolt. Los Ingobernables getting the win in about 18 minutes after a German suplex in Los Ingobernables. After that, just became the fourth official team. Not for Anniversary. What am I doing? To join this in After Dark. And I think that's the final match that needed to be put together. This is sudden death. All right, so yeah, just 2v2v2v2. There we go. And we had, who was the first one? Reseda Vice, the first team. The Young Bucks were the second team. The Birds of Prey with the third team. And Los Ingobernables just now getting it. So Reseda Vice versus the Young Bucks versus the Birds of Prey versus Los Ingobernables. Whoops. Sudden death. Four-way tag. We'll just leave it at that. Obviously, the winner challenging for the tag titles against the Time Splitters at Anniversary 4. There we go. And, of course, afterwards, Johnny Hawkeye and Chris Hero kind of licking their wounds from the match after losing to Los Ingobernables. Matt Cage and Juice Robinson coming out, taunting them for their loss. And then, of course, Matt Cage going on a bit of a promo about his match against Robert Roode at After Dark. And Juice will be there to, be by his side as the Day One guys. And Day One planning on getting the necessary wins against Revolt. We move. Alex Reynolds and Shane Hollister have a bit of a confrontation backstage. They run into one another. Shane looks like he's ready to fight after what he's been through the last few weeks. Alex Reynolds then takes the time to inform him that Brother Ray, that, hey, I was looking for you. In fact, good news. You have another match tonight in the main event. You will be facing Brother Ray in a tables match best of luck. And, of course, not good for Shane with his match coming up against Akira Tozawa on Saturday. Pete Dunne and Prince Devitt they discuss the Opportunity Trophy ladder match. Of course, Devitt has a match against Katsuyori Shibata to have a spot in the ladder match. Pete Dunne also talks about it and says that, of course, he plans on having a qualifying match as well, and plans on getting in and winning, cashing in to become heavyweight champion. Before that, we get Pete Dunne versus Father Kingston. Fantastic match. 15 minutes is what we got out of that. Actually, it was really good, between a 78 and a 67, so it seemed like it was the booking that kind of turned the rest of that into, seems like it turned out really, really well then. So Pete Dunne getting the win after a bitter end on Father Kingston, just to kind of flex his muscles a little bit. He doesn't have an official match at the pay-per-view, but able to get a secure victory there. Dunne and Devitt let out a little bit of steam on Father Kingston by assaulting him after the bell. And they find out it was basically to bait Katsuyori Shibata to come out. Shibata comes out. However, Dunne and Devitt are ready. They have weapons, and they're ready to take on Shibata this time. And just as Shibata looked like he was going to come in, he kind of knew that they were going to maybe try to do something like this. Sami Sabay coming out to help even up the score, and Shibata and Sami Sabay chase off Pete Dunne and Prince Devitt. They decide with the match that Devitt has on Saturday, it's best to just live to fight another day. Devitt, of course, planning on beating Shibata at After Dark. Oh, thank you, Stay Hydrated Bot. With all the talking that I do with this, I found the greatest thing at Walmart today, by the way. And that was Wild Cherry Pepsi Max. Usually, like, regular Pepsi Max is great, but they do a Wild Cherry version now, which is fantastic. I was hoping they'd do that. All the caffeine. But there we go. Tama Tonga coming out, perhaps to discuss what he had done to Shinsuke Nakamura in the recent weeks. Immediately cut off, though, by the Elite, where the Bucks start beating on Tama Tonga along with Omega, but the Bucks kind of holding Tama there and kind of holding him as hostage as Kenny Omega grabs the mic, gets back into the ring, and starts yelling about the injustices that he's faced, and demands his rightful main event spot in Anniversary. Of course, he's not happy that he doesn't even get the match that Akira Tozawa has. He demands to be a part of that match at After Dark as well, to get his opportunity to main event Anniversary 4. And it's at this point that Chris Jericho comes out and, informs Omega that he had made an agreement with Brother Ray, and it was made official earlier in the night. And he has made a match for Kenny Omega at Anniversary 4. That if he truly wants to prove that he is the best, and he truly wants it, then he will have a match at Anniversary, and he will have a face-to-face confrontation with his opponent at After Dark, and perhaps there will be some title implications if Kenny Omega can beat said opponent at Anniversary. Chris Jericho, of course, wishing him the best of luck in that. And Time Splitters coming out before their match. For some reason, they already had kimonos at the ready. Don't ask questions. But, they've been ragging on the other teams. They rag on Los Ingobernables, who won earlier in the night, and insult them and insult their Tranquilo motto as something that's not even something they came up with. And the fact that they're Japanese and that Tranquilo is a Spanish word. And that leads us to a Time Splitters match. God damn, really? They carried Cody Hall and Matt Cage did well in his own right, but they carried Cody Hall to probably the best match he'll ever have. Jesus, are we serious? Good Lord. I mean, they carried these guys to a 93. That is insanity. Wow, I did not expect that at all. At all. It's going to be weird to think about, like, one of the top 20 matches or so in the history of this promotion as of right now is going to have Cody Hall in it. And Matt Cage. Okay, well, good on them. Time Splitters get the win, though. Robert Roode, who of course has a match with Matt Cage at After Dark this Saturday, providing a bit of a distraction, and allowed the Time Splitters to get the victory in this matchup. And that's when all hell breaks loose between the 4 members of Revolt and the 4 members of Day One in this lead up to the big pay-per-view. All 8 members going at one another in a gigantic brawl that's eventually broken up by security as they're sent to their separate sides and then moved away from the ring. We have a sit-down interview with Kurt Angle, and he sits down with he had a sit-down interview with Shawn Michaels. Out of all the people that could be for, Shawn Michaels is a great possibility for that. So Michaels sits down with Angle as Angle discusses his retirement, and Angle at least discusses that he's had some names in mind for people he would like to face for his final match, and in the weeks leading up to Anniversary 4, he will choose. He wants to choose his final opponent, and also discusses Samoa Joe and the bit of history that they have amongst each other, and that how at After Dark with a Falls Count Anywhere match he plans on punishing Joe one last time. And then we get a pre-match promo with Brother Ray. He is in the ring, ready to face Shane Hollister in this tables match, and he goes on about Shane not being the future of Hawkeye Pro Wrestling, not being a guy that Brother Ray sees as world championship material. Says that when he was a former heavyweight champion, he was a former heavyweight champion of pretty much nobody. Nobody was in the building. It was basically just a tiny little promotion, and that was pretty much his spot. And he views Akira Tozawa as the better potential option to face Alex Reynolds in the main event of Anniversary 4, and wants to ensure that happens. He thinks the best possible main event is his job as commissioner to get the best possible shows, and the best possible show would include Tozawa versus Reynolds for the heavyweight title. And wants this tables match to ensure that Shane Hollister does not make it there. I kind of figured that's about what it was going to do. Fantastic heat and great wrestling, despite the fact it was only a 79. Brother Ray was just tiring out. After a little bit of back and forth between them, Brother Ray getting a bit of an advantage. Towards part of it there, Alex Reynolds getting himself involved and accidentally was looking to help Brother Ray out, and accidentally hit him trying to go for Shane Hollister. God damn, actually putting him God's last gift is risky enough, but then to have to do it through a table, I would love to know how you do that, because you don't go up very high. He'd have to really get Brother Ray up to put him through a table with a God's last gift, unless maybe it was leaning in the corner, and even then that's still risky. Jesus. Well, either way, Shane Hollister using the accidental interference to his advantage to get the win over Brother Ray. And Alex Reynolds tending to Brother Ray after that, because the motherfucker just took a God's last gift through a table. And as he tends to him, Shane Hollister starts celebrating a little bit, kind of proud of himself for having what happened. And before he could celebrate too much, Akira Tozawa hits the ring and starts laying down a beating on Shane Hollister, and eventually sets up a table and puts Shane Hollister through with a diving senton. And that would be the end of the show there, with Shane Hollister put out through the table and Akira Tozawa standing over him. And that is the end. 82. I used Cody Hall, Backcage, Chris Hero far too much. All right. How dare you use these guys for longer than 8 goddamn minutes? Oh, look, Jay White. Young boy Jay White, too. It's weird how much older young boy Jay White looks, shaved head Jay White looks, than Switchblade. Like, that looks like a dude who could be in his, like... That looks like a borderline, like, soccer hooligan in his late 20s, maybe even early 30s. And then there's Switchblade Jay White, who looks to be about 15. I would love to see if I could find like a better possible picture. 'Cause yeah, like it's if I could find a good picture to like showcase that. I don't know. He looks sort of young in a lot of the photos. Yeah, that's Jay White. That's a guy who has been drinking for the last 10 years. That's a guy who's been drinking for the last 10 years and goes to soccer games and beats up other opposing teams' fans. And that's the weird kid in school that people stay away from, and of this guy listens to My Chemical Romance on his iPod. It's really quite something. Let me see here. Oh, WWE grew. I guess they went back to international size, because I think they went down to national, and it seems like they're maybe back up to international then. 2.67. Did we finally hit the big 2 million? We finally hit the big 2 million. Oh, no, we did that with Breakout. Okay. Well, Breakout got the distinction of having the first 2 million. And then, how did we get less people when we're on more stations? How does that happen? I'd love to know. That feels wrong. All right. Well, oh God, yes. The blue dot. Okay. Probably just a road agent is good, but I don't really need a road agent per se. Plus, he's 71 to 100. I got a couple of guys who could do that better. So he's just a personality right now. The blue dot needs a gimmick, and I have an idea for the gimmick. I just don't know if it's in here. Like, I don't even know how I would have it. Like, he's not really a superhero. He's not really a hero, but it's probably the best option. But it seems like a generic wholesome gimmick. Let me see what the best frame would be. Maybe not cocky, but like, yeah, let's see, comedy. You could do comedy. That's probably actually one of the best ones. We'll do that. All right. So I think this is where things really get nice and goofy, and that's in this. All right, Van Andel Arena. Didn't we have we had one of our original pay-per-views, like when we actually started doing pay-per-views, I think it was there. Now we're just doing TV shows there because we could sell it out that way. Chris Hero, Portia Perez. Chris Hero's been passing on microphone tips. Well, that's helpful because I think Portia's pretty good on the mic, but I mean, it's always good to have even more. Yeah, she could probably use a couple more tips, but once she has a couple more tips in her arsenal, it'll help. Because we got her acting up. Her star quality, I don't think, is going to get better. Her sex appeal's going down. But that's fine. As long as we can get like her microphone up, she'll be pretty solid. And she's not really a secretary much anymore, but sort of. All right. So let me see here. We're going to still put in that big... Now, we didn't do this last week, and I don't think I have anything in the pre-booking officially. We didn't do this last week, so we're going to move into... I feel like I should make a running gag out of the Candice LeRae thing, but I'm actually going to do the Candice LeRae Ashley Flair deal because I don't think I'm going to need... Let me see. We got Io Shirai, Leva Bates, and then we have the tag match, which require neither one of them. So, yeah, might as well. And see what we can get out of this. Yep, hang on one sec. I accidentally hit something on my deal here. All right, Candice LeRae and Ashley Flair. Oh, boy, how long can they go? Okay, 72-82. How did Candice LeRae get a 94 with these stats? That does not... Something doesn't seem right about that. Let's give it 20 and see if we can make this work. Let's do... I think... Oh, man. She's 50s. She's about there, too. We'll give Ashley Flair the win. I don't think she's gotten a lot of wins recently. Let's see. She beat Kangaroo Jess. She beat Azumi. Okay, she's gotten some wins underneath her belt then. I don't want to do like total 50-50 booking here, though, because it's already not the greatest of things. Candice has gotten a lot of... Okay, so she hasn't got a lot of... she hasn't gotten a win yet. So I don't know if I want to... you know what? I can make something out of that. I could actually probably make something out of the fact that she hasn't gotten a win yet, despite the fact that she's had some amazing matches. That actually, I think, would make for a decent story. Have they done that? Besides, like, the Daniel Bryan thing in NXT, like a character who never wins, but puts on great matches against top-tier people. Slow build. No, not tainted. Decisive. There we go. So that could be the main event. So we have the three-way women's tag already done. Should we have Io? What did I do with Io? Did I have her wrestle? No, I didn't. So how about I do... Let's do... Oh, my God. That's not what I wanted. This might be a good match. So let's do Io and Mayu as kind of a warm-up for the two of them. Because I think if I look... Let's see. HPW also involving Io Shirai. So they had a match back in May. Since then, they haven't really had too many tag matches with each other. So this could be a good showing going up against the tag champs, and it also kind of builds up for the pay-per-view as well. So, what do we got? Thunder Rock versus Leva Corp. That'll probably also turn out to be quite good as well. We can do... Let's give it 16, but I'm not going to slow build it. I'm just going to let them go at one another because I think they have the stamina for it, honestly. So, wouldn't be much of an issue. So if I do that, oh God, I keep forgetting there's a couple of guys I want to grab. I keep forgetting to throw some contracts on there. You know what? I'll do that after this. That's fine. Not a big deal. Oh man. Oh, she's not going to like this. Who's the best possible option? This is neither one of them are going to like this. All right. This is going to cost me some money. Oh boy. Let's have Mick do this as well. All right, I'm about to make a decision that's going to cost me some money in shut the fuck up and be happy bonuses. And that's giving Athena the win. I guess it doesn't matter who's the loser here. They're both going to complain about it. So, we'll see. Open match. Can they call it in the ring? I think so. That's 71 Sykes, not the best. I think Courtney Rush is good, though. She's also a 71 Syke. God damn. Here we go. Damn. I forget what it was I wanted to do. Open match. No, don't call in the rings. Slow build? No, not slow build. Decisive win. No, not a decisive win. Tainted win. And we're going to do interference on EO by Leva. There we go. Yeah, they're not going to be happy about this. Oh my God. Okay, we're going to okay, so keep them strong. Keep EO strong. Keep Mayu strong. Yes. Oh God, Mayu, come on. Just take a fucking loss. Has she been I don't think she's been handled that badly. I gotta be honest. I don't think she's been handled that poorly. Okay, so she's taken more losses than wins, but recently she lost to Kana, which is a big whatever. And the last one was back in July. It was about 6 weeks ago. Sheeta beat her at Grand Prix final. Okay, she's been on a roll, but yeah, it's just take the loss, damn it. You're fine. I hope this doesn't screw with her too much. No, she's still doing fine. She's still going up. Look, despite all the losses that she's been taking, she's still going up in popularity. So it's not going to hurt her to take a loss. That's the reason why she's the lackey. Hang on. Oh, I saw something. Oh God, what did I see wrestling related today that I wanted to discuss? Because it was something that I looked at it, I was like, oh shit. I don't even remember. Damn. I've been spending too much time looking up motocross stuff because I've been playing motocross games. That's been more of my time. I think I saw some of the some of the live stuff from Strong Style Evolved. Let me see here. So we got 2 matches here. We could do probably 2 more. I don't know if that's the best idea. Let me think here. Okay, so we can add... I don't know if I can do anything. Oh, you know what? I don't normally do these, so we should do it. A 3-way dance. Each member of the team... Let's do Hamada from the Reinas. I mean, it's got to be Azumi because Mayu's wrestling already tonight. So Azumi, Hamada, Azumi, and Lufisto. There we go. Actually, that doesn't even make sense because I can't... Oh, because I'm doing something different with Lufisto and them tonight. Yeah, I gotta... Oh, man. Okay, so... What if we do... you know what? Let's do... We could just do a match. Let's do the Reinas, and we'll put them up there with... how about the Revolution? That could actually help with some of the stuff that they're trying to do as well. And hopefully help get a little bit of positivity for both teams here. I think 18 minutes is probably about good. Should it be Nakajima or Hamada? I mean, Nakajima could probably use the win. I don't know if they're going to accept that, though. We'll do it. We'll see what happens. Open match. Oh, God. Can they call this one in the ring? 73 psych. God damn, 90 psych. 76. And then... 82. Sure, let's have them call it in the ring. See what we can do with that. Slow build it and then decisive win it. Kind of put the Reinas on there as like, hey, here's the reason why we're in the three-way dance, potentially challenging for the titles. And we can put that maybe here. We can open up with that. That's 60 minutes. That gets us 50%, which should be just enough time. And we could build the rest of the time around whatever we're going to do. All right, so I'll build around the matches, and then I'll build the rest of the angles, because I already know there's going to be a big angle. I'm probably going to split it up into like two different things with the Justice Legion, because that's already been something to discuss. So let's see. Reinas versus the Revolution. So we get Brittany Knight out there with Becky Knox, and they'll talk. Let's see. Knight and Knox discuss not challenging for tag belts, but ready to let's see. End things, with Shimmer and Shine. So about 4 minutes just to start off with that. Put that right there. Bring it up. And then I think let's do Nicole Matthews, Madison Eagles, and Portia Perez. And they're going to do their shtick. Oh, how should they do this? I'm trying to think here. Let's see. Shimmer and Shine help train Perez for her match. Let's see. After some let's see, aerobics, they finish with Perez taking a bump. Just be like, all right, there you go. Time for your bump. She eats grapes while she's doing it. Just go full, like, she's just like drunk, wearing a hoodie, eating grapes, talking about how great grapes are, and then taking bumps. It'll be fantastic. Who should come out and talk between Thunder Rock and Leva Corp? It should probably be Heyman. So Paul Heyman, Io Shirai, Maya Iwatani. They're just gonna sit there. Let's see. Heyman International out. Heyman runs down Kana and Mio. Yeah, Heyman runs down Kana and Mio, and God. I'm trying to figure out like what I want to say for that. Like I have an idea, but I don't know. I hate having a brain fart where it's like I focused on other things outside of kind of the little things I wanted to do, and now I'm having one of those moments where I'm just kind of like, oh damn, now I can't remember like what it was that I was going to say here because I'm too focused on like the other stuff as well. So Heyman runs down Kana and Mio and says Io has no problem putting Mio back on. Has no problem back on shelf. We'll just put it like that. 5 minutes of him running her down. Let's do 4 minutes. Yeah, we'll do 5. Fuck it. I guess it doesn't really matter that much, but whatever. And then, okay, so we have Io. We have Mayu. So they just lost to the tag champs. Let's see. Maybe not Io and Mayu as much as Paul Heyman and Leva Bates. So selling, entertainment. Heyman is irate at Leva's cheating. As Leva doesn't care. And I'm trying to think about what else I would say about it. And tells him to watch out for them at After Dark. There you go. Basically insinuating that she would that of course she would do it once, she would do it again, this time to get the title. So I think this more than anything kind of helps put Leva over a little bit with that. So there we go at that. And then Candice LeRae. Let's see. Candice is unsure who attacked her last week, but she plans on getting her first win tonight. So do that. She should be. I feel like I need to give her somebody. I feel like I need to give her just a little bit of somebody to help her out with that. I want like a big closing angle because, okay, we got Candice LeRae and Ashley Flair doing their thing, but I kind of did the Io Shirai Leva Bates thing. I kind of did the tag team thing. There's not really anything else going on. Only thing I can think of is maybe I'm thinking either Kana or we could do something with Dash. I'm not sure. I'm going to come up to here and I'm going to think about it. Let's see. You know what? I think Dash and Kyrie would make. We'll do that. Candace. Maybe they're there as well, selling the match. All right. Dash and Kyrie out. Shoo away. Let's see. LeRae and Flair. See, I have no idea now how I wanna word this, because I don't want them to like just kind of motherfuck them. But I think in like they got like the 50s popularity, and then there's Dash with like her 70s, and I just want I want to do one last thing without her attacking them, but without her motherfucking them as well, because I feel like that wouldn't be the greatest of ideas. Let's see. You know what? Okay. I have no idea. Let's see. Mick Foley. All right. I think I could probably work with that. Dash demands one more match against Leva, which Foley. Foley. Let's see. Versus Leva, Foley considers. I feel like that might not be an ending thing, though. I don't know. That's... You know what? Maybe, yeah, I think it might work. But you know what? I might move Candace and Flair back then and give the Thunder Rock, the tag match. I might give that the better option here. So maybe if I push this back this way, we'll change how the format works. Because that doesn't feel like an ending as much as dealing with the Io Leva thing is, leading up into, like, yeah, having nothing that has really much to do with that. Yeah, I feel like that would be better. All right, so I'm not sure if I want to do anything with Evil League of Evil. I want to do something, I'm just not sure what. Let's see. Let's do Dastardly, Mary Dobson, and Ghostface Killings. Whoops. All right. Evil League of Evil in their lair. Let's see. Lee wants to find a way to... Lee wants to find a way to not destroy them, but okay. Split. No. To take down Justice Legion. Mary has an idea of divide and conquer. And we'll just like leave it at that. And that's probably like 5 minutes between them there. Minor success there. All right. So the two of the big angles is going to be really ridiculous. All right. So we'll throw that. Oh my God. We'll throw that maybe somewhere around here. So this is going to get sprinkled out throughout stuff here. Kangaroo Jess. Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows, entertainment all over, all the entertainment. And then we will do, all right, Justice Legion are hiking throughout the woods. Complaints made about the walk, but Lufisto urges them on to all right. So like 4 minutes on this. There's going to be a lot of this. I think maybe 3 segments like this is probably about where I'd want it. All right, so we'll put it right there. We'll do another one later, and then I don't know if I want to do the last. Let me see what his skills are. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe that'll actually be the ending. It'll be really dumb, but it'll be the ending. Okay. So we go back to Lufisto and Kangaroo Jess, Carl Anderson, and Doc Gallows. I'm gonna have them sell. They're gonna sell the hiking. Justice Legion almost to let's see. Justice Legion arrive to a temple in the woods. Lufisto. Do I want to go like, oh man, I gotta think like if I want to do like full you know what? We're gonna go like full Tomb Raider. Solves a puzzle to get in. Anderson and Gallows are exhausted from let's see, to a temple. We'll just put Justice Legion finally arrived to a temple, are exhausted from carrying. We'll just leave it there. So another 4 minutes here of her solving puzzles while Gallows and Anderson just sell their exhaustion as comically as possible. And then, oh my god. Okay, so at the tail end of this, we get Lufisto, we get Kangaroo Jess, we get Carl Anderson, and we get Doc Gallows, and then finally they have reached him and they seek the blue dot. And so entertainment all over. Justice Legion have arrived. Justice Legion enter the room with the blue dot. After seeking his knowledge, he bestows, let's see, nonsensical knowledge to, we'll just leave it as that. Says a lot of things that mean a whole lot of nothing, and it'll be great. There you go. Minor, bigger success because it's the blue dot. All right. This is, oh my god. Are we really going to make this like that? That should be the ending. That's going to be the ending of the show, is the bestowing of nonsensical knowledge upon the blue dot, and then people are just, they have no idea what to do. Oh, it's gonna be great. Okay. Am I missing people that would that I'd want to put in here? I gotta do. Okay, I could do something with Kana. Poor Evie and Kaylee Ray just don't really ever get to show up. I gotta do something with Hikaru Shida. That seems like an idea. Okay. Shida and Foley. So we'll do that. Let's see. Shida is in Foley's office. She makes sure Foley has booked the title match for Infamous, and wants to and I could talk about the other ideas that would be in there as well. I'd say 3 minutes. We'll do a minor. It's not too much. There we go. Let's put it maybe there. And then one last little bit, maybe. Oh man, 7 minutes on stuff. I have. Yeah. Okay. So what did I do with Mio and Kana in the last one? Let's see, Mitchell with Kana and Mio. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So we can do James Mitchell, Kana, Io. Okay. So how about I do another bit with Kana, Mio Shirai, James Mitchell. There we go. Haven't had your regular alcohol consumption yet. I haven't. I actually still have one of those what is it? The Smirnoff Ices, the red, white, and berry. I could have one of those, but I'm busy with the wild cherry Pepsi Max. I'm too busy with highly caffeinated wild cherry Pepsi. All right. So this will probably be like the last little bit here. Let's see. Vignette shows Kana back in seclusion with Mitchell. This time training with Mio as well. So the idea is they're back where Kana was training and getting herself ready. But this time Mio Shirai is with her. And we can probably do like 7 minutes of that. I feel like that still wouldn't quite hit what I wanted. But yeah. You know what? I'm going to say this is a little bit bigger success here. Considering I'm doing like 5 minutes of this. We'll put that over here. And you know what? I feel like maybe that could be the end. There's like 3 angles for like 15 minutes at the end after all of this. It'd probably be really dumb, but you know what? I'll do it. I got one more thing I could do. Azumi. I got to do something with Azumi. I can't just like not have her there with I can't just not have her with not show up after last week. So let's do that. Heyman with Azumi. Heyman wants to talk sense into Azumi and let her know how much better off she is. Oh my god. Let's see. Tells her how she's better off with them. With with him. How about that? We'll just, hey, as long as you're under my wing, this is where you truly belong. I could leave it as that. Let's see. Where should that go? Maybe here? No. Let's do, I guess it'd have to be a little bit beforehand. Yeah, we'll do that. And who can carry the torch of a storytelling match? Maybe. You know what? I'll just do it that way. I need one. You guys are going to do it. Oh. What did I not do? Your product, I just did. What? Why did it not save? Storytelling. There you go. Cool. All right. 117 minutes. Actually, we're not going to hit the full 120. We're going off the air early tonight. Holy crap. Oh. Yeah, I think that's probably good then. Maybe, yeah, actually, yeah, we'll just leave it as that then. All right, Blackout. It's the night. It's the show before After Dark, the final TV show before the pay-per-view. Goddamn, here we go. Starting it off already. Brittany Knight and Becky Knox coming out before their match. Discuss the fact that despite the fact that they lost their chance at winning the tag belts, they still have a match guaranteed at Anniversary 4. And it's been going on between them and Shimmer and Shine pretty much ever since the tag titles were a thing. And they're both definitely ready for ending this with Shimmer and Shine, as well as teaching Portia Perez not to stick her nose in business where it doesn't belong. And that leads us to the match 82. Wow. Okay. I'll definitely take that then. So great wrestling, decent reaction. The Reinas, who are in the three-way dance tag match against Heyman International and the Justice Legion. They defeat the Revolution. Let's see, Pigfall with a cutie special. Very nice, actually. Arisa Nakajima's up to a 64. That's helpful because she was in like the 40s, and I know she's better than that. Like she's better off than what Mia Yim was originally, which I think I need to get rid of Mia Yim because I planned on not having her around. Not anything particular. She's just not great. And it's weird for the skills that she has, she can't put on a match for some reason. But Arisa Nakajima doing well with the 64. Decent enough match in the Reina, showing why they're in the three-way dance to potentially challenge for the women's tag team titles. And this leads to a vignette where Shimmer and Shine are at a gym with Portia Perez training her, getting her getting the ring rust off of her, getting her back in ring shape. Various exercises, maybe some weightlifting, some machines, some aerobics, whatever it takes to kind of get Portia Perez back into shape, and decide that they're going to spend the next few weeks helping her definitely get into ring shape. And they go to a wrestling ring, and after a little bit of coercing, Portia Perez takes a bump, and that is the end of that there. With Shimmer and Shine and Portia Perez finally taking a bump and perhaps getting herself ready for the 6-woman tag. This angle got the crowd hotter for some reason. Okay. We go into the lair of the Evil League of Evil, and Dastardly wants to find a way to take down Justice Legion now that they are a group of 3. She kind of asks around between Mary Dobson and Ghostface Killings. And it basically, after a little bit of discussion and some nonsensical things brought up, Mary Dobson has the idea of, we can divide and conquer. That seems like the best possible option. Perhaps removing one of them from the equation might do just that. And that will be it with that. The Evil League of Evil deciding that their next possible option to destroy and take down the Justice Legion with divide and conquer tactics. How did I find the roommate I live with now? I pretty much known him since I was like 16. So he was like 14 or 15. He was the stepbrother of one of my best friends. And eventually, became one of my best friends as well. So I've known him for about 12 years now. And we've been good friends since. And that's basically how it happened. He moved up to Minnesota and then wanted to come back down to Iowa. And they were looking for their own place eventually. And I suggested, hey, I'm looking at not having to spend an ass load of money to have a 1-bedroom place. If we can get a nice 2-bedroom place, that would be awesome. And that's how we now live together. So I don't know if you're technically looking for one as well. I hope I didn't give you quite the, I don't know if I gave you quite the answer you were looking for. If it was something that's like, hey, I'm looking for a roommate, what would you suggest? Craigslist or, it's just, someone I've known for, over a decade now. And I've been great friends with him. And just the circumstances were right between the both of us to have it happen. Let's see. Justice Legion, they are hiking through the woods. Of course, they said last week they were going to get some knowledge, and they were going to. You are looking. That's what I figured you're probably doing. Yeah, it is worse than dating because with dating it's like, okay, maybe you go on a date or something like that. But yeah, you gotta because you gotta have someone that not only you're compatible with. At least remotely compatible, but you've also got to have someone who can also pay, because that was an issue that I had. Why am I in the woods? You'll see. So the Justice Legion are hiking throughout the woods. As they said last week, they are seeking knowledge from the Great Blue Dot. And complaints are made by Kangaroo Jess and Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows. Anderson and Gallows as the big guys, having to carry most of the equipment, while Lufisto and Kangaroo Jess kind of determine where they need to go. And so they're continuing on through their hike to eventually discover where the Great Blue Dot resides. And seek his knowledge. Hikaru Shida's in Mick Foley's office, checking up to make sure that Mick Foley has indeed booked the title match for Infamous. I don't know if I put that in here or not. I think I did, actually. Let me see here. Yeah, so it was officially booked, Io Shirai versus Hikaru Shida for the Hawkeye Pro Women's title. Of course, that can change after Saturday because Io Shirai does have a women's title match against Leva Bates. But Mick Foley has it set up for Hikaru Shida to officially cash in her Opportunity Trophy. And she, of course, is excited to get her women's title match because it seems as though Io Shirai has had a lot on her plate with the crumbling of Heyman International. However, even with Leva Bates, there seems to be some issues there as well. So she's excited to take on whoever it is at Infamous in 2 weeks. We get Candice LeRae. She is unsure who attacked her last week, but she is back and she is ready to fight, and she's ready to get her first win in Hawkeye Pro. She's had 2 losses, one to Dash and one to Kana, plans on getting her first win tonight in the aforementioned main event. Well, not main event, the match against Ashley Flair. Great match between the both of them. It does end, however, with Candice LeRae getting locked in the figure 8 and eventually tapping out. So unfortunately, she still has not gotten her first win in Hawkeye Pro just yet. And will continue that into the next coming weeks. Ashley Flair getting a much-needed victory, a much-needed singles victory tonight. And Dash Chisako and Kairi Hojo are coming out and come into the ring and kind of shoo away Candice LeRae and Ashley Flair because it's their time and they have something they need to discuss. And that is the fact of Dash and Leva Bates. Dash demands that she has one more match versus Leva Bates. And she demands that, they need to finish this between the both of them. And they need to have Leva Corp and even Kairi not involved at all. Foley considers it. Foley says, depending on what happens in... Considering whatever happens in After Dark, he'll consider Dash Chisako versus Leva Bates. And hey, if that happens, not only will it be a grudge match, but it could be for the Women's Championship at Anniversary. So we'll see what happens there between Dash and Leva Bates. Dash, of course, last week said that she wanted something at Anniversary, and so now we've got something official with Mick Foley saying, okay, we're going to wait till after the pay-per-view, and then we're going to decide how this is going to go down. And we go to the back with Paul Heyman talking to Azumi. Of course, after last week, the kind of emotional tug of war between Kana and Mio Shirai, and then Io Shirai and Paul Heyman and Mayu Iwatani. And Heyman's having a bit of a sit-down with Azumi, wants to kind of explain his side, and is desperately wanting to talk sense into Azumi and let her know how much better she's off with Heyman International. Lets her know, of course, the accolades that the women who are under Heyman International's wing between Io and Mayu, and that this could potentially mean Azumi herself could be a women's champion, and that maybe Mio Shirai was her caretaker originally, but Heyman manages champions. And he's ready to get Azumi a championship, especially with the three-way dance at After Dark. We get to our next vignette with the Justice Legion. They have hiked up the woods up to... they have finally reached a temple. Can you destroy Stay Hydrated? If you're able to find a way to do it. I haven't really tried to do anything with that, but implying it isn't a national treasure. I mean, it only comes around once an hour, I think that's actually the more sad thing, as you can see, is because it comes around once an hour, you can see just how many messages have gone out within the last hour on the screen. I like to assume that it's people who are watching intensely. They're just engrossed in the story. So the Justice Legion have hiked through the woods and they arrive to a temple. Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows are exhausted from carrying the bags, fall over. They are selling the exhaustion that they have accrued from carrying this weight, and the distance that they have had to walk. Kangaroo Jess is a little tired as well, but Lufisto takes a look at the temple and realizes that it is a puzzle to be able to get into the temple. Lufisto ends up finding a way to solve the puzzle and enter the great temple, and that's where we leave that with the Justice Legion at the front of a now opened temple. This is truly becoming some Tomb Raider stuff going on. Heyman International is out with Paul Heyman. Heyman's running down Kana and Mio to kind of bring home the point that he doesn't think that they are worthy of trying to take Azumi from them, and runs down Mio, the fact that she has been retired, and says that after the things that have happened between Io and Mio, that Io has no problem putting Mio back on the shelf and retiring her this time for good, and perhaps even worse if it comes to that. And that leads to our main event: Io Shirai, Mayu Iwatani, Thunder Rock versus Leva Corp. And after superb wrestling, just under 16 minutes, we get Athena getting the win on Io Shirai with an O-face, or as they call it now, the Eclipse. And Leva Bates, of course, kind of interfering perhaps on Io Shirai. I'm kind of surprised. I figured Mayu would take the pin, but I guess not. I guess I probably could have put it in there as that, but now I feel like if I gave him an extra 5 minutes, it would have been a great match, seeing how they all pulled off some decent numbers. Leva Bates gets herself involved to distract Io Shirai and Mayu, and allows Athena to hit her finish on Io and get the win, and the tag team champs get a win over Thunder Rock. And there you go. And of course, Paul Heyman is irate at this and starts getting into Leva Bates' face. Leva Bates just walking away, not a care in the world of what just happened. And as she walks away, she turns around to Heyman, who is absolutely just angered to no end at Leva Bates' cheating, and tells him that if he plans on having his golden girl Io hold on to the title past Saturday, then you might want to watch out for them at After Dark and what they're capable of. And we leave it there. The next segment, the Justice Legion has finally gotten into the temple, and they get into the room with the Great Blue Dot. And after a few questions amongst themselves onto what to ask him, and how to seek their knowledge, how to seek the knowledge of the Great Blue Dot, they ask questions on how to destroy the Evil League of Evil, how to win their tag match this Saturday and become women's tag team champions, and how to become just in general better. Most of these questions pretty much are just nonsensical. A lot of big buzzwords. Not a whole lot of it makes sense. A lot of things you would mostly read on. A lot of things you would maybe read on someone's Facebook. Like, imagine just a nonsensical Facebook quote that someone does that's supposed to be like inspirational. How isn't this angle an F-? How isn't this angle an A+? Are you kidding me? The Justice Legion coming and getting to the Blue Dot, seeking his great knowledge. This is what's going to drive people to Spike TV. This is what's going to get us those ratings. These are the sorts of angles, much like the broken stuff, the broken universe stuff. This is gonna be what puts us on the map. A lot of nonsensical Facebook quotes, basically, as the Justice Legion leaves confused and goes to hike back down and prepare for their match on Saturday. We end the show with one last vignette. I just thought of the funniest thing. So they decide to leave the temple, and so we get to a 7-minute long vignette here that shows Kana back in seclusion with James Mitchell, and this time they're training with Mio Shirai. and they prepare themselves mentally and physically for the match at Anniversary in just over a month. Perhaps there's even some meditation, and perhaps in the background you see 4 familiar figures hiking through the woods, and just way off in the background, not noticing them. I like the idea that they're in seclusion, but the Justice Legion, just as they're just hiking back from their angle as well. Oh, it'd be fantastic. That would be the best right there. That would be the best way for things to work. Let's be honest. That would be the best. They're in seclusion, but the Justice Legion knows exactly where to find them. Fantastic. 87, just as it's supposed to be. Just as one would draw it up. This is why they have the better ratings. Better ratings than the men's show. They're putting on a higher quality product. Evolve put Drew Galloway into the Hall of Fame. Oh, look. Drew Galloway just came back from injury. He came back from injury. He had a spinal cord rupture. He's now retired, but he signed a written deal to AAA. I wonder if it was like a wrestler deal, because he's not really anything other than manager and color now. The lowest mid-card in the background with the main eventers. Oh, look at that. Kairi Hojo bulks up. Oh, my God. Has been risen to lightweight after bulking up her muscle mass significantly. And at 2.73. Has been a topic of conversation. Apparently, as a result of a pretty intense weight training regime, she's definitely bulked up considerably. God damn. I forget what that would put her at, but she's now a muscular. I feel like that's something I need to work with now. Like Kairi Hojo, the powerhouse. I feel like we could do something with that. Powerhouse Kairi Hojo. I feel like that would be perfect. Oh, God. Why is... I think I added her in, and then no one signed her. So Shayna Baszler is already retired now. I don't think anyone ever signed her. She never got employed anywhere. Shayna Baszler is just retiring. No one wanted her. I feel bad. I feel real bad. Oh, look, Big Rick. He revealed that he hated his first match in New Promotion debut. Nerves always mean he's off his game. As opposed to... I'm going to end it. I'm going to end this part right here. Now, I still got a pay-per-view to book. But I'm going to end it here because it's just over 2 hours already. Oh, my God. Big Mama Pump. Kairi Hojo. When was the last time Joshi Idol? I think it's been quite a while. She could be like, oh my God, I'll do it here in a second. But what is it? Tokyo Joshi Pro has Reika Saiki, one half of Deadlift Lolita with Ladybeard. And the thing about Reika Saiki with Ladybeard is that their whole gimmick as a duo is that they're like hardworking muscle people, and Reika wrestles in Tokyo Joshi Pro as the muscle idol. So the idea that since she's not in this, I could technically import her if I wanted to, but she's not in this, I could make Kairi Hojo the muscle idol. Or I could try to make something even... Like, is there such a thing as Big Bad Booty Daddy on here? Big Papa Pump. It'd be a poor choice. I feel like I gotta find something. She could be like the muscle idol. Who knows what she could do? But I'm gonna end it here because I got a couple things I need to do. Like off that, I want to grab a drink real quick before I sit down for After Dark. And all the things I got for After Dark, I think that's literally the entire card right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 matches and an angle, so it's all pretty much right there. So I will do that. So yeah, I got the pay-per-view for you guys on stream. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for continuing to watch. The next video will be Hawkeye Pro After Dark 2019, the last stop before Anniversary 4. All right. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.